Hey everybody, let's be honest, your oven needs to be cleaned. Hi, I'm Tyler here at Boulevard Home. Today we're covering the features of self-cleaning inside your oven, so stay tuned as we go over pros and cons of what you need to know as you're looking to clean that oven. So the question is, why should you clean your oven? First off, you should only clean your oven if there has been buildup of food or grease inside, because if you have that buildup, what it can cause is smoke or smells entering into your home or into the food that you're trying to cook. Because now you know it's time to clean your oven, how do you know if your oven is a self-clean oven or if it's a manual clean oven? To find that out, you need to open up the oven. It's very simple. As you open up the oven, you can do it on a wall oven or a freestanding oven. And if you see a metal mesh around the ceiling of the oven, you can see it there, or you can see a metal mesh here. If there's a metal mesh there, you know it is a self-cleaning oven. Now that we know your oven is a self-clean oven, how does self-cleaning work? So ovens get up to 900 degrees during the self-cleaning cycle. What that does is turn any food that has been dropped into the oven, it turns it to ash. Self-cleaning features take up to 3 to 5 hours to actually run the cycle and get the oven to that temperature. And what you need to be aware of is not only that time, but also the cool down time period may take up to an hour as well. One tip about self-cleaning ovens is you want to make sure you take everything out of the oven, including the racks, because if you don't, it may cause discoloring or may even damage those racks. There are also other type of self-cleaning ovens. This is the most common that heats the temperature up very high. There are also some steam clean type ovens that do some steam self-cleaning as well. Now that you know more about self-cleaning, we're going to go into pros and cons of what you need to know and why it's important as you clean your oven. First off, pros. The number one most obvious one is it cleans the oven by itself. There's no need to get in the oven, manually scrub, use that hard labor scrub to get it clean. It makes that much easier. So number two is there's no need to use those harsh chemicals that could potentially cause damage to your own respiratory system, or if you may be allergic or other issues like that. And three, one other great feature about self-clean ovens is they are more energy efficient on a daily use because of the better seal inside the oven due to the need to get to that high temperature. When you're using it regularly, the oven is much more energy efficient because less heat escapes from the oven during your regular cooking times, making it more energy efficient. Now we want to touch on a few cons with the self-cleaning oven. First off, you still need to wipe down the interior of the oven after it's cleaned. It's going to leave ash, it's going to leave some final residue that you're still going to need to go in, wipe it down. If there's bigger chunks of food or things like that before you start the self-clean oven, it is very highly recommended to remove those as well before the self-cleaning oven or cycle starts, because those could potentially catch fire and could cause a fire inside your oven, hopefully not escaping into your home. One other con with self-cleaning ovens is because the temperatures get so hot, up to that 900 degrees, it has a chance of damaging some of the components inside the oven. This may cause the need to call for a servicer to come and fix it. So one quick tip there is if you're getting ready for a big meal, Thanksgiving, birthdays, whatever it is, we highly recommend don't clean the oven right before that, because there has been times where customers of ours have come in a rush looking to get a brand new oven because they ran the self-clean feature and didn't realize that it had the potential to cause damage to the oven. This is a rare situation. It doesn't happen. It's not always happening, but it could happen. So be aware of that. One last thing we do want to mention as you're self-cleaning oven, it is very important to make sure that kids, pets are not around because ovens can get very hot. We've talked about the heat already getting up to 900 degrees. That's not just the inside of the cavity of the oven. It can transfer to the outside, the touch. It can get very hot. So that is one con we feel, is that it gets super hot. So be aware as you do that. Watch your kids, pets, and yourself as well, and don't touch the outside of the oven when you're running that self-clean option. As we've now gone over some of the pros and cons of self-cleaning, a couple tips to help you use the self-clean feature. One is make sure there's an exhaust fan going on inside the room. That will help just circulate the fumes out of the area and possibly even keep the area cooler because the heat coming off of the oven. Another thing is don't overuse this feature. Manufacturers, please read what your manufacturer suggests for your oven, but there is challenges when you overuse the self-clean feature. Finally, stay tuned. Manufacturers are trying to develop more and newer technology all the time, trying to figure out how to eliminate some of those very high heat issues that we've talked about Also, thank you for watching today. Hopefully you loved our video. We'd love it if you liked it and subscribe to our channel for other great tips here at Boulevard Home. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you later.